So my name is Gabby and I'm back today with QC Makeup Academy. So you're probably thinking, well, what am I going to show you? What we're going to do is we're going to turn this look into a quick and fun special effects illusion makeup. Okay, so the look that I'm going to be recreating is from Mimi. So she is an incredible illusion painter and makeup artist in general. Her name is Mimi Choi. And she is the queen of illusion makeup, and she created this slashed face look a couple years back, and I recreated it in 2018, and now I'm here to recreate it for you today. A couple things you're gonna need. I'm using a brown eyeliner pencil. I would use a color that is close to your complexion. You don't want to use black because once you start blending it in, you want this to look more realistic. So black kind of is too intense. It'll take away from the look. So I'm using a dark brown eyeliner pen. I'm going to be using some body paints. These are by Mayron. These are the Paradise paints. I'm using white, black, and red. If you don't have body paints or any paints at all, you can use red lipsticks, you can use eyeshadows, eyeliners, whatever you have at your disposal. I'm going to start off with my pencil here, and I'm just going to lightly kind of outline a little spot that kind of goes around. So I'm leaving a little bit of space from actual face and my hairline because I'm going to be shading this in black. So that's going to give me more of a definition of depth that's missing from the face here. And I'm bringing it up here. I'm going to start on this side of my mouth here. I'm going to bring it up, and I want to bring it around kind of like that. And I'm gonna make another line right underneath with a little bit of space in between, because remember, we need some black in here to get that depth. And this one is gonna go down like that. So this space in between here is gonna be all black. So now let's drag it to the other side. So you don't want everything to be perfectly symmetrical, since we want the illusion that your face is being slashed. So here, instead of having my chin go all the way on this side, I'm gonna break it up so that it only comes about there. And we're gonna do the same thing where on top, we leave a gap, because remember, that's gonna be filled in with black. But this time, I'm gonna bring it again a little bit further up. Now I'm going to go from the bridge of my nose here, and this doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to go from the bridge of my nose. I'm going to bring it here, and I want to cut it really close and connect it. And now I'm going to loop it and connect it here. So I have kind of like a curved line, and then I have a straight line. This is where you want it to connect and meet. And what I'm gonna do here is the same thing that we did in the mouth, where we left a little bit of space. I'm actually gonna do the same thing from my nose. I'm gonna bring it a little bit off from here and circle it. So now we're giving some 3D dimension. I'm gonna take this, again, I don't want it to be perfectly symmetrical, so I'm gonna drag it down a little bit lower here. And I'm gonna connect it on this side. I'm going to do the same thing. So on this side, how we went down, we extended from this line and went down. I'm gonna extend and go up on this side. So I want the head to be almost like a broken eggshell, if you will. So I'm going to take this line here, and I'm gonna just kind of like swirl it, okay? Now on this side, I'm going to take my pencil, loop, down, up, and connect. And this is the beauty of using regular makeup, right? We can just kind of easily swipe it away. So I'm gonna come down here. So now let's start going in with the red. That's gonna really help us to bring out all of these different sections. So let's do that first. So I'm gonna go in. These are water activated paints, so I'm just gonna spray some water onto the top here and then dip my brush in the water and then in the pan. So because these areas are very thin, you want to make sure to go in with a thin brush of any type that you're using, just to make sure that we can keep that nice and tight. And we don't want it to go where it's not supposed to go, because then again, it takes away from the illusion of the look. So what always helps me is to go at these bigger pieces and just shade those in black, because then you can really kind of see the look coming together. I'm first going to go in with the burgundy. So I'm using almost like a flat shader to do this. Okay, so I'm going to take like my burgundy dark reddish color, and I'm going to start adding some definition right underneath where my skin tone is. So we're going to take that darker red and we're going to start from here and blend it out. You don't want to go too far out. So I'm going to be taking a small amount of black at a time. Definitely tap off the excess. And let's go back up here and we're going to hit the high points. So we're going to kind of outline, drag down. So the next thing we're going to use is we're going to go in with some brown shades to go in and help us do some shading. So I really just love using flat shader brushes for shading. That's just my preference. If there's a brush that you love, go with what you love. So I'm just going to be using a Morphe M167. It's just like a small flat shader. I'm going to be going in with, again, the brown that you decide to use is what I recommend, something that you would like contour your face with. So on the Dare to Create palette, I am going to use shades Stroke and Mass. Stroke and Mass. Again, tap off the excess. So here we want to go in on the corners and we want to kind of push it outward. So let me show what I mean. You don't want to go directly to the corner. You want to leave a little bit of space. You want to mirror the angle. So you want to mirror the angle that your slash is that you created. Press. And then pull. Kind of drag it outwards. That's going to give it more dimension. I'm gonna take a brown that is a little bit darker than the two colors I was using on the same brush, and I'm just gonna add a little bit to the edge of what I created. And look at the difference there. It really just deepens it up. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna draw on like a fake bottom lip. So let me grab my whatever, you can use whatever colors that you want. I'm just gonna use the colors that I had used to create the top lip so that it matches. So the last thing that we need to do is we need to highlight to make all the red accents pop. Take a white eyeliner, white paint, whatever it is. You want to take a very thin brush. So I'm going to be using like a super fine detail brush. Also use a very light concealer as an alternative. And we're just going to add some accents, some highlights. So I'm going to highlight right under here. Also, we're gonna add some dotting because like in this red area, again, it wouldn't be just flat. So you could add light little speckles of white throughout. That's gonna make it pop as well. Okay, so this is the final look. So off camera, I quickly just added in another section here just to kind of balance out, but really the options of creating this look are endless. Such a simple technique, super fast, but such a cool special effects look. If you would like to follow me on social media to see more of my makeup looks, my name is Gabby. You can find me at Giula. And thank you so much, guys. Bye.